Hey guys, Tim Miner, trailsherpa.com. We are on the descent here at the Havasu Falls hike. It's a 2-mile section of pretty steep switchbacks, and it takes about an hour to get down to the bottom, and then we're in the canyon from that point on, so we'll be able to make a little bit better time once we get down. It's 12 miles to the campground, and we're going to do a side trip tomorrow to 2 other falls, so be checking in frequently. Hey everyone, Tim Miner again. We're at about the 6-mile mark in the canyon here, and I guess we're about 2.5 miles from the town of Havasupai, where we have to check in and get tags for our packs. And it's been pretty easy going. That first 2-mile section was pretty difficult. It was straight downhill on a bunch of switchbacks. And then we came into this canyon, and now you can see what we're looking at here. It's just absolutely beautiful here. We'll check in when we get to Havasupai. So we're just about to the village, and got our first good shot of the water behind me. Amazing how clear it is. We made it out of the canyon, or at least to an area where it opens up a little bit more. It gets pretty sandy, makes it a little more difficult to walk, but we're in the home stretch here, coming up to Havasupai. But take a look at that water. And that is just amazing how crystal clear it is. Check in when we get to the falls. You can probably hear the helicopter in the background. They'll shuttle people down by helicopter or even horseback down to the village. But as you can see here, there's a basic irrigation system set up. They've channeled the side of the trail and are diverting water off from the main stream. And we've been walking along this now for the better part of 15 minutes. And it just brings you right down into the village. A lot of shade on this side, but this sand makes it a little more difficult treading. Feet sink into it. It's like walking on the beach. And at the almost 7-mile mark, I know my legs are beat. So, see you soon. Alright, so we made it down to camp, and it was brutal. I haven't had a lot of sleep in the last 2 days, and only got 2.5 hours last night, so I'm dragging. But overall, it really wasn't that bad. It's all downhill. Now we are here at the falls, and as you can see, there are people all over the place. It's just an awesome waterfall. This is Havasu Falls, and well, take a look. So we're down in camp the first night, just below Havasu Falls. There's our part of our group. There are 35 of us down here. Scupa, say hi. So we're down here. The weather's pretty nice. It rained a little bit this afternoon. We've got a canyon up here behind us, people across the creek, and it seems like everything's going to be good for tonight. So we'll check in tomorrow from the other waterfall. All right, so this is one of the new falls this year. It's actually just a little bit above Navajo Falls. what used to be Navajo Falls. I don't think they've named this one yet, but take a look. So the campgrounds are down there, and upstream here is this new waterfall. Yesterday there's some guys jumping off into it, and I think this crowd over here is contemplating the same, but as you can see, we've had some weather roll in, and so we're heading up here, gonna hang out for a little bit, and then maybe go up to the village. So meant to get shots of this yesterday for you guys, but this is day 2. We've been down at the campground for the morning, taking it pretty easy, and decided to backtrack. Some of us are going to head up to Havasupai again, get a cold drink. So we'll check in a little bit later this afternoon from Mooney Falls. All right, guys, down here at Mooney Falls. First view of Mooney Falls. It's 180 feet. This thing is massive. And you got to climb down through a cave about 200 feet to get here. A little bit of climbing on some ropes and chains. You see these people starting back up from the canyon floor. Goes up, and right there at that point goes into a cave, which comes out a little bit further up. You can see people climbing the whole way up there. Certainly a pretty sketchy spot. And as long as you're careful, it's not too bad. But take a look at this. Hi, Brooke.
Hi.
This is awesome in here, huh?
That's what he calls spring water.
Johnny, anything you'd like to say?
Oh, video? It's nice.
Freaking awesome. This is such an awesome spot. This is a little cave just down from Mooney Falls. See if we can get you a better shot here. Anyway, you can get in underneath this cave, get a good shot. It's probably about a quarter mile down from Mooney Falls. You can actually see the falls up behind it. Check this out for sure too. Hey Ryan, we're about 200 yards from the top. How do you feel?
Like $1.8 million.
$1.8 million.
Yeah.
So how tough was this? These switchbacks coming up the canyon.
Piece of cake. Hard as it gets. Hard as it gets, Tim. Put that on the documentary.
Put that on the documentary?
Piece of cake.
What says you, Scoopa?
Best hiking trip of my life, and it'll push you.
Yeah, this last mile and a half's been pretty crazy.
Yep, we're doing it. Getting it done. You gotta be able to. You gotta go to the edge to have a good time. We're definitely pushing our. You gotta bike. Hit your low to hit your high, baby.
So here we are up at the trailhead again, and the switchbacks go down through this canyon here. And then we go down all the way into that middle wash, which heads 8 miles down to the campground. So it's a pretty brutal climb back up through these switchbacks. The last mile and a half is just killer. but as you can see, the views are pretty amazing.
You have to get that in the back.
And there's the parking lot and the helipad over there. So, all in all, just a fantastic trip. Probably the best trail I've ever done, certainly by far. I'm sure there's going to be more to come, but feel free to download the trip report, the GPX file, and do this one for yourself. You won't regret it. Tim Miner for Trail Sherpa.